The driver, later identified as Daniel Pillar, continued his erratic driving, almost causing a head-on collision with another officer, Detective Kraft. The chase continued onto the Robert R. Martin bypass, where that suspect vehicle attempted to do a burnout at a stoplight. Police activated their emergency equipment and attempted to pull the truck over, but Plyer refused to stop. The chase continued through several streets, including Atwood Drive and into the Park Crest community. The suspect even drove on the sidewalk, reaching speeds of only about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Plyer finally came to a stop in a parking lot near 124 Park Crest Court. Officers approached the vehicle and observed the driver was only wearing a shirt and underwear. The man showed signs of intoxication, including slurred speech and an unsteady gait. A breathalyzer test was not possible due to the driver's uncooperative behavior. The driver's girlfriend arrived at the scene and confirmed he had been drinking earlier. She stated he had consumed alcohol before getting behind that wheel. The suspect was transported to Baptist Health Richmond, where he consented to a blood test conducted at his own expense. He was then booked into the Madison County Detention Center. This, of course, is a developing story, and Live at 5 will continue to follow that investigation. Well, the search for Joseph Couch, the suspect in a shooting incident that left 5 people injured, continues for a 5th day. Authorities are scouring thousands of acres of rugged terrain in Rockcastle, Laurel, and surrounding counties using helicopters equipped with advanced technology to detect a sign of a fugitive. Trooper Scotty Pennington and Laurel County Sheriff John Roof, while not holding a press conference today due to a lack of new developments, reiterated the urgency of the situation. The reward for information leading to Couch's capture has increased to $35,000 thanks to generous donations from the community. Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the U.S. Marshals, FBI, ATF, and out-of-state departments, are actively involved in that manhunt. The search has expanded to cover vast areas, with troopers and officers combing heavily wooded regions and utilizing advanced surveillance techniques. According to an affidavit from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, Couch is suspected of shooting 5 people on I-75 near exit 49. His vehicle, a Toyota CHR, was subsequently located in Laurel County, along with an AR-15 rifle, ammunition, and other evidence linking him to the crime. Couch is wanted on charges of attempted murder and first-degree assault. The investigation remains ongoing, and authorities are urging anyone with information about his whereabouts to come forward. Well, one Estill County native has drawn on his own personal experience growing up in rural Kentucky to write his newest novel. Rick Childers is the author of Turkeyfoot, a story about a young girl whose family is turned upside down amid an opioid epidemic. Childers was interviewed by WBON TV correspondent Brett Noland earlier today ahead of several planned events featuring the novel.
Here today in the WIRV studio in Irvin, I got the opportunity to speak with Rick Childers, a native of Estill County, about the release of his debut novel titled Turkeyfoot. The novel was launched on September 10th and has already reached number 32 on Amazon's Southern Fiction bestseller list. The novel is centered around the story of a family based in Appalachia that has deeply been affected by the opioid epidemic and the drug dealer who is feeding their addiction. I spoke with Mr. Childers about his new novel and the inspirations behind its creation.
It covers the opioid crisis in Appalachia. Specifically, it's about a family in eastern Kentucky struggling with addiction, and one older gentleman who has kind of made his living peddling pills in the area, and he starts to kind of see the unraveling life of a young girl whose parents he's been enabling, and starts to kind of question things like whether he wants to get involved with this fentanyl and stuff and keep doing what he's doing. I wanted to express the pain I've seen in my community, man. I've seen people in my own family and just people around all of us who are suffering with addiction, who are struggling with pills or whatever it may be that has come into their life. And I just wanted to tell their story and tell it in a human way. I wanted people to see, that this is Pandora's box, and I don't, once someone starts down this addiction pathway, it's really hard to come out of it. But I also wanted to show people that there is hope and that there's a lot of positivity, and that we all have members of our family or members of our community who've been afflicted by this disease, and we still love them, and they still have love in them, and we are able to help each other out of this mess. I truly believe that. The book is available everywhere you buy your books. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes & Nobles. You can ask your local bookstore to order it, and the book was officially published September 10th.
Is there any advice you'd like to give to a young, aspiring writer in this area?
Start writing. Write it down. Keep a journal. And don't let anybody shame you out of doing it. Don't let anybody, just ignore any kind of weird comments you get about it. Anything you think of is worth writing. A lot of it, you're going to have a lot of stuff that maybe you think it ain't so good, but you're getting better, and there's good stuff in it all that you can edit out and you can fix, and it's never done until you publish it. Like, just keep working on it, keep editing it. That's one of my favorite things, is to sit down and whittle and polish on a big old chunk of writing and turning it into something sharper, something more defined, something that hits right.
Rick Childers has several promotional events, readings, and workshops already scheduled following the release of his novel, Turkeyfoot. Tonight, he will be having a release party at Berea College's Appalachian Center at 6 p.m. On Saturday, September 21st at 4 p.m., he will be having a reading and book signing at Healing Appalachia in Lewisburg, West Virginia. And on Friday, October 18th at 6 p.m., he will be having a book signing and free writing workshop at the Estill County Public Library. We here at Wallingford Broadcasting would like to congratulate Mr. Childers on the release of his debut novel and wish him the best in all of his future writing endeavors. Reporting for WBON Channel 9 News here in Estill County, I'm Brett Nolan.
Thanks, Brett. What a great story there. We're going to take a quick break. We've got Sam in with the weather. A little warmer out there today. He's got the full forecast that is coming up next.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mamoot Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mamoot Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kopudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. A warmer day out there. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast.
All right, thanks, Grenelyn. Welcome, everyone. Such a beautiful afternoon. Hard to think that we'll contend with more clouds and some showers due to Francine as it continues to move north across the southern Gulf states. It'll be arriving in the western part of the state as we head into our Friday morning. And then it stalls out there. So we'll have the heaviest rain moving in for the day Friday, and even around here, it's questionable how much we'll receive. It's a better chance for heavier rain across the western part of the state. So here it is, quickly weakening tropical storm, then becoming a tropical depression and remnant low. Again, stalling out in the southwestern part of the state. So it wants to move north, but it runs into this high pressure. It kind of works like a blocking pattern, and then we have some little disturbances, some showers wrapping around this from time to time all the way through early next week. And so you look at the forecast and it looks kind of like, oh, wow, we're going to have rain every day. That's not necessarily the case. We'll have chances at a couple showers from time to time. The highest risk, though, will be Thursday night into Friday. Thursday, we actually have a marginal threat and a slight risk of flash flooding in the far southwestern part of the state. Again, in the bluegrass region, we're a little too far east right now based on the track. It could shift a little, but kind of looking at about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall here. Maybe a little bit more, maybe up to a 1/2 inch or so. But looks like the heaviest is going to stay to our west at this point. We'll just have increasing clouds throughout our Thursday. That rain arriving generally after 8 p.m. for us. Maybe even a little bit later than that. And it'll come down heavy at times, potentially. And then it'll kind of, we'll see breaks in between. So just kind of waves moving through into our Friday. We'll wake up in the morning, Thursday, though, a dry start, around 60 degrees, high 81, showers late, really into Thursday night and into Friday. And we'll have that kind of wrapping up maybe around 6, 7 p.m. And then an isolated storm threat Saturday, Sunday.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, some anniversaries we celebrate, on others we reflect. The 22nd anniversary of the attack on America and New York's World Trade Center is one of those times for reflection. And today, many local businesses and organizations showed their support and appreciation to our first responders here in Madison County, including Cash Express, who has been doing this for over 20 years.
So we started back and doing this at 9/11 when 9/11 happened in 2001, and we do this every year. All of Cash Express from Tennessee, Mississippi, Kentucky, Alabama, we all take a part in this and go around to all of our first responders just to show appreciation to them and to thank them for everything that they do and put themselves on the front line for us and to protect us in our communities. So we go and we buy these big white poster boards and we put prayers on them, from the hospital prayer to the police prayer, EMS, fire prayer, and we have we ask our customers when they're here, if they don't mind, to sign our boards, just their names or a little prayer or thank you, whatever they want to put on them. And then we also take them around to our community, to the other businesses around us and are here in Richmond or the surrounding counties, and they also sign it for us to show appreciation. And then we call our local bakery, Walmart, whoever will do it for us, and ask them if they will make all these cakes and cupcakes for us to deliver for today. And then we take them around to like Baptist Health, the Richmond Police, the Sheriff's Department, Madison County Jail, the Fire Department, EMS, and KSP. And we just give our boards and the cupcakes, cakes, and take a picture with them. I feel like it's important that we do this and show support and show them that we think about them, because I feel like they don't get enough respect. They don't get enough appreciation. And they're out here 24/7 protecting us while we get to go home at night and sleep in our comfortable, warm beds, and we get to hug our families while they still are out here fighting and protecting us. And they're not home with their families. So I just feel like just even a cupcake or a board, just a little thing just to show appreciation goes a long way for them.
Thanks for that story. We're going to take another quick break. Michael Watkins up with your sports report coming up next.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer. And us, and PD. From Hickson Punson, Kentucky Lawyers. Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath? That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nerdad again. Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
It's in the air. All the sights, the sounds, all the excitement.
Makes the catch!
Of high school sports is coming. Live coverage begins August 23rd on WBON TV. High school sports coverage like none other.
Welcome back to Alive at 5. It's time for the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. Michael Watkins with all the details.
Thanks, Corinne, and welcome in everybody to the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. And big news starting off the report today is the Madison Central football team announced their matchup with North Laurel has been canceled for Friday night, with everything going on in Laurel County and the search for the I-75 shooter from Saturday. At the moment, Central is searching for a game for Friday night, but it's not looking good. Despite that news, Coach William Blair is very pleased with how his young quarterback has played during his team's 3-0 start to the season.
Coach Stepp and Coach Sloan have worked with him, and even and Gavin Kinley too. He's our backup quarterback. But those guys, they're learning how this offense works, and this isn't an offense where the play caller up in the booth or on the sideline makes all the decisions. If you want this offense to work, those guys have got to have ownership in it. And so, Carson has done a really good job of studying film and talking with coaches about, all right, here's the situation. We go up here and they got nobody in A gaps, and the linebackers are split. he audibles and he'll check to a quarterback sneak because all we care about is getting 5 yards. If we get 5 yards on a quarterback sneak, what does that say about you on your defense? So he's going to take what you're going to give us, and the other thing about it is he doesn't care. We rotate a lot of running backs, and we don't care. All our running backs and those guys back there, man, they're selfless. They'll block for each other, and as well as when they get the chance to run the ball. So we're not dictating our offense who's back there, and neither is Carson on the audibles. He's got trust in everybody on that field to say, hey, we're going to switch to a fullback trap. Hey, we're going to switch to our buck sweep, or we're going to run option. But he doesn't have to worry about looking back there, and that's something that is a real weapon when you've got a guy that's basically an offensive coordinator standing there with the best seat in the house going, I get to change the play wherever I want.
Well, when the EKU football team hits the field in their home opener on Saturday, it will be looking for its first win of the season. The game is being promoted as a maroon out, with fans being encouraged to wear maroon to the game versus West Georgia, and the first 2,000 fans inside the stadium will receive a free maroon t-shirt. Monday on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, Walt Wells talked about the matchup and how excited he is for the first home game of the season.
I mean, now we're in FCS competition. We're playing our first home game and our first conference opener, and this is a team from Georgia that's got a lot of athletic kids that are coming in here. They're going to want to spoil what we've who we are and our party and everything like that. They went and their home opener was against Samford, who was a ranked team at that time, and they beat them. And then they went to Abilene Christian and didn't work out as well for them, but they're a quality football team, and so we got to be ready to go, and we got to have a great week of practice, great week of prep. Like I said, I hope the weather changes on us. That I don't want to discourage people. I mean, the weather machine hopefully will work, and it'll just bypass us, and we'll have a great night. And we need a great night. I mean, and we need our fans to come support these young men. I mean, I know last year it was perfect. We had a great crowd. And as soon as we hit the ball to kick it off, boom, here comes the rain the whole
being
time.
Soaked.
I mean, just right, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we, actually missed the field goal and hit the upright again, it stopped. So, I'm anxious about all our tailgaters. I'm anxious about everything that our athletic department has done to get this thing going. I'm sure you'll see more and more about it this week. And it's important for these young men to come. They've gone to Mississippi State and seen a great crowd. They saw a decent crowd at Western. It wasn't, capacity, but it was, I think, 16,000, which is what we averaged last year. So hopefully they'll show up and show out for us and give our guys something to be excited about.
Kickoff for the matchup is set for 6 p.m. on Saturday, and tickets are available at EKUsports.com. Be sure to stop by prior to the game and join Howard Miller and myself on the EKU Tailgate Show beginning at 4:30 here on WBON-TV and 100.7 The Coyote. This weekend is also a big weekend for the Madison Central boys and girls golf teams as both teams compete in the KGCA All-State Golf Championships in Lexington. Both the girls and boys come in with 700 points so far on the season based on their performances in all of the tournaments that they have competed in. The girls are tied with Sacred Heart, while the boys are tied with both St. X and Trinity out of Louisville. The boys won this tournament in 2020 and 2021, and both teams once again entered the tournament with hopes of winning another championship this year. Those tournaments will take place at the University Club of Lexington, with each playing a round at Big Blue and Wildcat, and a champion being crowned on Sunday. That's it for the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at WB Sports Guy and our Facebook page to follow along with updates on the Madison Central game situation for Friday night and the golf scores from over the weekend as well. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins. Looking forward to being out there with all of our teams this weekend and supporting them on their home fields. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Wanted Wednesday up next.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch the Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. The Kentucky State Police puts out their wanted poster for the week, and this week's Wanted Wednesday goes out to Amos Bentley. Take a look at Mr. Bentley up there on your screen now. Amos Jason Bentley is listed as 45 years old, and he is wanted for kidnapping, assault, menacing, as well as other charges. Mr. Bentley is listed as 5 foot 8 inches tall. He has blue eyes and brown hair. You can also take a good look at that picture there. Mr. Bentley is missing out of Pike County. However, he may be anywhere in the state at this point. If you see Mr. Bentley or have any information as to his whereabouts, you are asked to contact your local KSP post. Again, Amos Bentley, 45, wanted for kidnapping, assault, menacing, and more. 5'8", blue hair or blue eyes and brown hair. Thanks so much for joining us today here live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy it. And of course, we'll be right back tomorrow. More news, more weather, more sports. Live at 5.